this one seems like a big whopper to me. Rick?
How do we go from 2 hours to 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And if you want people to buy your books and watch your TV shows and applaud you when you attend these events, you got to stick around and take some pictures. And if your mother died being chased by paparazzi, why would you ever tell anyone driving your vehicle it's okay to try and outrun these paparazzi?
Right.
I don't believe that happened. And I just have a hard time believing that this was anywhere near as bad as they're trying to say it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a strange look. They just spent a lot of time talking about their concerns on security and making sure that they're protecting the privacy of themselves, their children, to attend a major event in New York City where there are a lot of people.
And they were in court in London the same day,
right,
making a motion to allow Harry to be able to hire police in the UK
to protect him
because he was saying he's in so much danger.
They needed something. They needed more evidence of why he needed.
Does this matter though, Joe? Do you not? Because I don't care much about the royals, but this one really, I can't stop thinking of. This one really gets me. I don't know why.
It's just the next chapter of the marvelous tales of Meghan Markle, right? Where they just look. We fought an entire war not to have to deal with these people again. Now here they have come to U.S. soil, to the island of Manhattan, to spin their tales of deceit and try to get paid in the process. So,
but it is the case that what they were saying was happening with the British media appears to be true. That there were stories being planted potentially by family members, and there was,
married into the royal family, and now she is
targeted.
Shocked.
And we talked about this one of the last times I came on. Giselle Fetterman, who I know also kind of riles you up a little bit, but it is the case that it can be true that they're being a little ridiculous, and also women, particularly women of color, face unprecedented levels of scrutiny.
You're actually going to make this
yes, I am.
The segment was over, and you're making this about race, that somehow that everyone's going after them for lying because of her race?
How they were treated in the British press?
Okay, the British
is connected to the. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry.
I just want to add something completely different from what you're
quickly.
And
you don't directly agree with me?
They were trying to protect the house where they were staying. They didn't want everyone to know where they were staying at the rich friend who lived on the Upper East Side. That was the whole reason for all of this subterfuge and trying to lie to the paparazzi.
If she was so worried about race, she shouldn't have married the German British heirs and the guy who was walking around with swastikas on his arm for fun.
Are we not free to do what we want to do?
She can be free to do what she wants to do. Don't marry into a family where they apparently have no problem walking around in Nazi paraphernalia and then be surprised about what.
They walk around.
He dressed up as Halloween.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.